One of the kinds of questions you're going to run across is something like this, where you have the function y equals a to the x power, and they're giving these values for a, including this one here, and then they're giving you the graphs of these values. So what they're wondering is which one of these values is the base of the curve for m. Now m is right there. So if you recall, we said if you had 2 to the x power, then our graph went through 1, and if it was 1, it went through 2, and then if it was 2, it went through 4. So this graph looked like so. So the base of that one is 2. And we said on the other side here, if this were 1/2 to the x power, then it was the reflection of this. It went through here, and then there, and this graph looked like so. So this would be like 0.5 or 1/2. Now if another line, and we're just doing this here, suppose this were 4 to the x power. Well, we said this would bring it in closer because now it would go through 1, but 4 to the first is 4, so that would bring this line up here. So the reciprocal of 4, we said, was 1/4, and that would bring it in here then. So we'd have this line, and of course this line here. So the point being, if this were 2, the base was 2, then the 4, base 4 would be in closer. So for the fractions, what would be the fraction then of 1/4? And it would be 0.25. So the smaller the fraction, the closer it gets. So with that in mind, now we look at, on this side, there are going to be the fractions. So the fractions would be this one, and this one. So let's see if we can label all of these. So the smallest one, 0.31, would be J. The middle one, which is our M, would be 0.46. And then the larger one would be our K here. So I did this already, but I just thought a little review might be helpful. So here is another, and these are in practice mode. So y equals a to the x power, where a are these values. Well, we're going to eliminate the fractions because they want to know what k is. So these would be the fractions on this side. So k is going to be either 3.3, 1.9, or 2.4. So again, following the rule we've just mentioned, this would be the lowest number, this would be somewhat higher, and this would be higher still. So which is the one of these which is the largest? So the 1.9 would be the H, the 2.4 would be the J. So the K then is the largest, 3.3, the one closest to the y-axis. Okay,